Hello, my name is Tom Pugh. I'm the former Senior Vice President and Chief of Operations for Allied Services, a post-acute care system in northeastern Pennsylvania, and I'm just recently retired. Prior to my retirement, and actually continuing after my retirement, I've had the opportunity to work with Dolphus T. Hart for over 10 years in working on projects to serve the autism community. Dolphus is one of these go-to people. The person who comes in with ideas, but not only ideas, he's the person that puts it together, makes the event happen, and it's been a wonderful thing for the people of this community. For example, Dolphus puts together events and or activities that are not only wonderful for the children who have autism, gives them an opportunity to socialize, but also for their families. He has single-handedly put these things together, made these things work. He is well known throughout this entire community, not only this county, but the surrounding counties, for his work that he's done for people who have children who have autism. His family has been involved. His two daughters now I've seen grow up, quite frankly, and now graduate. They've been involved in working with the programs. His wife is involved. And Dolph is just a person whom I admire greatly for the work that he's done in this community. I just think that it's a marvelous thing. He should serve as a role model to other people within this community to do the right thing, to serve the community, and to give back to this community the things that this community needs. And I'm certainly very happy to recommend him for anything, quite frankly, because I admire the work that this man has done in this community of, the greater Luzerne County or the greater Wyoming Valley in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Hi, my name is Jim Brogna. I'm Assistant Vice President for Advancement for Allied Services, which is one of the largest rehab and human service providers in Northeast PA. Part of our interest in the community is helping children who are autistic. Dolphus has been a shining light in an organization and also in an area where autism has become such a prevalent diagnosis. Our challenges continue with funding, with serving these children the best way possible, providing social support, and also other opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise have in this region. Most of this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Dolphus's outstanding volunteerism. He works unbelievably closely with families who feel like that there's no hope. He works great with clinical professionals, giving them inspiration. He works great with business executives in the region, allowing them to invest their money from a tax-deductible contribution to make children's lives with autism better. I think he takes his inspiration from his own family and from his son. As we continue to go forward and serve more autistic children and regionalize our autism services and work with other providers in the region, there's one person who's going to help make that possible, and that's our friend Dolphus. So I strongly encourage consideration to help Dolphus and his family in their efforts to continue to make a difference in this region.
Hello, my name is Scott Reeder. I am pleased to take this opportunity to nominate a man that I have known for the last 3, maybe 4 years. Dolphus introduced me to the community of people that were doing things socially as a group. Since that time, we've been involved with trips to the zoo, roller skating parties for children with autism, which is a very interesting event, train rides, actually even dinner dances. And the one thing that struck me was there was always a central figure involved in running the program or initiating the program or setting things up, and that was Dolphus. And it amazed me that one person was able to have such a wide area of expanse in being involved in so many different organizations. And I will tell you, the inspirational thing to me from knowing Dolphus is his selfless service to the community of children with autism and their parents. Something that wouldn't happen in our community if it wasn't for Dolphus. I know at least half of these things wouldn't happen. We would like to now introduce you to the TR family.
Ready.
My name is George R. Shady. I consider T my best friend. He was the best man in my wedding. I've known him for about 16 years, and I'm the co-founder and president of SAFE. I met T many, many years ago when his son was first diagnosed and found out what a truly great family he heads. I can't think of a more deserving, more responsible, more helpful individual than Dolphus. He's had some really tough breaks in life besides the autism, which is enough to cause a lot of people great stress, but his plant closing and trying to find another job and at the same time support his family, he's never lost sight of the fact that he's always available to help others, does it unselfishly in terms of his time and his efforts, and has served on a number of committees throughout the area that deal with the autism issues. And we have, through his hard work and a lot of people that he's inspired, have done some great things in the autism community, not only here locally, but also in the state and nationally. So anything you can do to help him out, you'd be doing a great service to the autism community as well as the community at large. Okay?
I am so lucky to sit here and talk about Dolphus TR to you. He, along with his family, is a huge, huge part of our community. Not only from a professional standpoint, but also I've grown to know the TRs from a personal standpoint. They have a son who is 20 years old and who we have grown to just love and adore, not only the son but also the family. The family has pulled together in so many different ways to be able to make their son achieve so many milestones, much attributed to all of the hard work that they've put into his life and all of the stages that he's gone through. On a side note, I also know Dolphus professionally because I've been blessed with the opportunity to be able to be on many committees with him, but most important on an Autism Coalition committee where he is such a huge part. He advocates for the needs of children with autism, he pulls families together, he gets everybody excited, he wants to be able to do what is good and great for the entire community. He doesn't just work with me on that coalition, but he does so much for so many families and so many other committees, and we are just so lucky to have him and his family as part of our community, being able to build up our spirits, continue to make us grow and be better people as we are able to work with them and better serve kids with autism. So I nominate him and his family because I think they're wonderful people and have done so much for the community, and they too deserve that right back. So good luck to him.
Okay. Hello, I'm Paul Wallachek, one of the owners of Stanton Lanes. About 5 years ago, we met Dolphus and his family to discuss a bowling party for the families of autistic children. The very first party, we had about 100 people come to it, and since then, we've now grown to over 300 people. The kids look forward to it every year, and the families look forward to it, and we're just very pleased to be part of that program that Dolphus has put together. Through the years that I've come to meet with Dolphus and get to know him, he's spent untireless hours putting together a program and working with the autistic children, and we're just very pleased to be able to call him a friend. And I am extremely excited to be able to nominate him for the Extreme Makeover program.
My name is Wendy. I'm a part-time employee at SAFE, which is supporting autism in families everywhere. I've known Dolphus for probably about 10 years. He and I both have a son on the spectrum. Dolphus is a pillar in the autism community. He always has a smile on his face. He makes it his life mission to encourage other parents, other families, people who love someone with autism spectrum disorder. All of the children, regardless of how high functioning they are, they know and love Dolphus. He's always got a smile on, ready to give a high five. He's constantly creating opportunities for families to get out and enjoy social activities, and he has a beautiful, wonderful family, and he, above all people, deserves this opportunity. I hope and pray that you'll consider him for an extreme home makeover.
Hi, I'm Meg Lukaszewski. I'm the Director of Children's Services for Step by Step. I'm also the Chair of the Luzerne County Autism Coalition, and I'm lucky enough to serve with Dolphus TR, who is the Vice President with the Coalition. It has been a pleasure working with Dolphus during our term. He is such an important part of the coalition. I think because he has a son diagnosed with autism, he brings to the coalition compassion, understanding, and really has been a huge help to us trying to serve the community, but also to parents and other professionals that work with the coalition. We're involved in a walk on a yearly basis to raise funds so that we can develop programs in the community. Dolphus has been a huge part of that, helping us raise money, getting parents involved, advertising, you name it. He's been involved in all of it, and truly brings a lot of himself to all those endeavors, which really I think is something that makes other people want to get involved because of his passion. He really brings that so that other people want to get involved with the activities that we're involved in. He provides so many services to the community. He's always has the families who are dealing with the issues of autism in mind, always trying to come up with different ways to serve them and be able to allow them to do things in the community that if he didn't offer these activities, they wouldn't be able to do. They do bowling, they do movies, but always with the idea that the families are going to be able to go there and have fun together. I think because of his experiences, he really understands what a lot of the needs are that these families have. I can't say enough about him. He's a wonderful man who really provides wonderful services and support to the individuals in this community with autism.
My name is Patricia Cave. I am Executive Director here at SAFE Incorporated, supporting autism and families everywhere. I have known Dolphus TR for well over a year, and I just would like to comment that he has been an added force and a grassroots worker in bringing families of children that have been diagnosed with autism, bringing them together, getting as much information to these families as possible to help them to assimilate what avenues they can take in order to be advocates for their children. He runs our monthly support group meeting, which is the fourth Thursday of every month. He usually has speakers, and then parents can voice their concerns or have questions, and they are answered by those that are present who have had the experience in whatever it may be that the parents have concern for. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Joe DeVizia. I've known Dolphus at least 20 years. He's one of the finest people that I know. He is a parent of a youngster with autism. He is a wonderful family man, a wonderful friend, a strong and hard worker in the behalf of people with autism. He's done so much. Dolphus is a person who embraces the challenges of life, who had done so much to help his son, and if you would see his son and see the progress that he's made, and it's because of the great work done by himself and his family. And Dolphus has really certainly been a wonderful person in helping in that regard. He's been one of those silent giants, and at times very vocal giant, but at any time he's a giant, and he's a giant to do everything possible to get the best possible services, to give families the best opportunities for development of their children, to give them an awareness of what they need to do so no one is left with ignorance about not knowing what is out there. And we are always honored to have that opportunity to be with people like Dolphus. He's a person who is totally committed with the best intentions, a person who gets the job done, a person whose love for his family is contagious, and who wants the best not just for his own family, but for other families as well.